Imagine having a fledgling YouTube channel that's kind of been around for a while and suddenly within 1 year's time being over 300,000 subscribers. 300,000! Hey, it's Leah Ray from ToddandLeahRay.com, and today I have the pleasure to bring to you our good friend Nathan Lucas, who has done just that, who's created just crazy massive results on YouTube within the last year really, and has blown everyone out of the water, just shocked by what we've been able to accomplish, but not by crazy complicated marketing strategies and retargeting pixels and all kinds of crazy stuff, by grit and hard work, something that anyone who's driven can do. So I'm really excited to introduce you to Nathan and let him tell his story on how he got started and the kind of results that he's been able to receive and how his journey has gone, because it's very exciting.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me, Leah, and hi everyone. So YouTube is something that I'm very passionate about, and it's something that I was passionate about before any success even happened on my YouTube channel and in my business as a result of that, just on a faith of what I saw other YouTubers doing. Right. And what I love about YouTube is even if you lack in skill sets, you can make up for it with effort. Right. And so that was something that I was really drawn to, was that I could literally just step up my game, and having read the 10X rule by Grant Cardone a couple years ago definitely played a big factor in upping my game, upping how frequently I was uploading to YouTube, because when I first started, I wasn't uploading that much. I kind of wanted to play this game of YouTube and grow a successful channel. However, what I was actually doing was very minimal. So I think when I started, I was uploading a video once, on average, maybe once every couple weeks. And for me, and at that time, especially when you're a small channel, that's just, in my opinion, it's not gonna cut it. Now, there are always exceptions to the rule, but I didn't wanna be an exception. I wanted to have a path that I could follow, which meant more uploads without sacrificing quality. So that's what I did, and it was actually last year when I started to upload almost daily. And so I basically went on a 90-day run at the beginning of the year without missing a single day, which I saw a dramatic increase in my subscribers, my views, leads, and sales for my whole business, all as a direct result of YouTube. And so if you guys have been looking at maybe starting a YouTube channel, or if you have one and maybe you're wondering, well, when is your breakthrough gonna happen? I would encourage you guys to look at your schedule, look at what you're doing as far as putting in work, how much are you uploading to YouTube, and understand that it's a process. Because when you do this game of YouTube, there's really, what I like to say, there's really three different factors that go into it. There's you, which is, you're gonna develop and surprise yourself in your skill sets. And as you upload more, as you do more videos, you're gonna get better at it. I mean, it's just natural. With practice, you get better at anything. So the first thing is for you, you're doing it for you. The second thing is you're doing it for an audience. As you start to grow, you're gonna reach people, and potentially millions of people around the world. So understanding that and knowing that someone's on the other side of this lens, that you're gonna make a connection with people, and that's gonna help the growth of your video and your business. And then the third one, what is the third thing? So you have yourself, it's the actual platform, YouTube. So YouTube, you have to understand, is a business as well. And what I understood at the time before I created any success was that I tried to learn a little bit about what does YouTube want from me as a creator.
Right, that's important. And
it's very important, and a lot of people will forget about that. They say, and they only go off the first two factors. What's in it for me, or how can I grow myself as a creator, and how can I connect with my audience? And they'll neglect that YouTube is the platform that you're gonna do that on. Right. So you have to keep that in mind to please them as well. And obviously we can't go into all those different factors in this video, or this video would go on forever, but just understand that they want you to create. Yep. As a creator on their platform, they want you to show up and create. So if you're creating, a recommendation would be to just step up your game as far as your creation goes. If you're doing only one video a week right now, try and add more onto it. Can you do 2? Can you do 3? Or if you're doing 2 videos or 3 videos a week, can you do a couple more than that?
That's awesome. Okay, now let's talk numbers. Like, so it was the beginning of last year that you really got serious, right? And
Yes.
started running. So numbers wise, where were you then? And how long have you had the channel? And then where are you today?
So at the very beginning of last year, I had around 14,000 subscribers on YouTube. And by the end of last year, I think I was about 290,000 subscribers. I don't remember if it was over 3 at the time, but it was dramatic in 1 year how much my YouTube channel has grown. And I attribute most of that to not just trying to provide quality content, but to the volume. Yeah. So a lot of times you'll hear people talk about quality versus quantity. Mm-hmm. What should I do? And it really is, it's a balancing act.
Yes.
And so if you're just pumping out videos to pump out videos and they suck, they give 0 value, I don't recommend doing that.
Right.
However, what I wanted to do was keep the quality and dramatically increase the quantity as well. Now, and I believe I was able to do that, and I think that the subscriber base is a reflection of that.
So how long did that first 14,000, like how long had you been sitting on that? How long had your channel been around?
A few years.
Yeah.
A couple, 2-3 years maybe, of kind of dabbling and not going all in with my strategy.
And that's so, it's constant. You see it everywhere, especially in the entrepreneur world. Make money online. People dabble, and they dabble in YouTube, and they dabble in Instagram and Facebook ads, and they do all this kind of stuff, but they don't ever really commit to anything. So in 2-3 years time, only having 14,000 subscribers to fully committing wholeheartedly for 1 year just to YouTube and growing, adding another 300,000 to that. Yeah. 300,000, that's an crazy. Immense amount. That's insane. So what has this done? If you're comfortable, income disclaimer, a lot of people don't make any money because they don't do any work. But what has this done to your bottom line? Like what were the changes, as detailed as you want to get, on where you were to where you are today?
So when I started this, my income at the time wasn't even enough for me in my expenses for living and my wife. It wouldn't have been enough to live off of. Mm-hmm. I mean, if I'm being honest, that's just the quality of life that we have now. It wouldn't have been able to support that, right. Or even at the time when that happened. And then by the end of that year, growing that audience and growing basically an audience, leads, sales, took my business from basically maybe a couple $1,000s a month to, on average for that year, I would say $50,000, $60,000 per month for my business. And even allowing my business last year to hit 1, maybe 2 months of over 6 figures in a single month, which was, I did not think that was going to happen. I knew it was possible, and I was striving to do that. Yeah. But for it to actually happen it just really opens your mindset of what's possible on this platform.
Well, and that's what's crazy is that this is what happens when you commit. Because you could still be dinking around, right? Yeah. And you could have maybe 20,000 subscribers by now, publishing every couple weeks, and still be making a couple $1,000s a month. Yeah. But because he committed wholeheartedly 1 year, I'm gonna do it, and stay focused just on YouTube, to be able to create that amount of success is truly just mind-blowing.
It's crazy.
Because it's this, we live in a squirrel mentality, a squirrel world, right? Where it's, here's something, and then squirrel, here's something else, and now I'm gonna do this. Well, somebody told me that I could really crank out Facebook ads. So then they stop and they do something else. When you live in that place, you're never gonna have results, right? Or you have these little tiny results when you could create this massive tidal wave of success.
Yeah, it's gonna definitely delay success. And that's what I did in the beginning. Mm-hmm. I was trying too many different things at once. I always did want YouTube to be a part of my strategy because it's evergreen. Mm-hmm. And while all your videos are not going to rank, they're not gonna be evergreen forever, but it's worth it. And an analogy I like to use is throwing a dartboard, or throwing darts at a dartboard. And the more darts that you throw, the higher your chances of hitting that bullseye are. And it's the same thing with YouTube. Continue to practice by putting out more videos, and you'll get better. And it's only a matter of time for one of those. And this is what I love about YouTube as well, is you can have one video go semi-viral or viral and reach millions of people, which is going to help increase your subscriber base and your viewership, which is exactly what happened for my channel. Is by the sheer volume, trying to keep quality high as well, I hit bullseye more. Is exactly what happened.
That's awesome. So what has it done? We've heard the bottom line. But what has it done for your life?
It's completely changed my life. So recently, a few weeks ago, I was able to quit my full-time job in the military, which I mean, I did love my job. It was amazing. I was grateful for the job itself, the career I had, 10 years in the military, and then also the people I got to work with. But I wanted to be able to not have a cap on first of all, my income, and then my impact. So a lot of people won't say that either, but absolutely, I wanted to provide for my family, and my wife and I do want to have children one day, and I was looking, okay, what are my options here? What kind of income can I provide my family that can really give us a life of freedom, where when I have children, I don't have to miss those big events that people I worked with, they were missing them.
Yeah.
And I didn't want that to be us. And so that was one of the driving forces behind why I was doing what I was doing.
So, I mean, congratulations. That is a huge step. Retiring from that full-time job, quitting your job is big. I mean, that's what our channel is all about, creating time freedom. And can you commit to what, a couple hours a day, 3 hours a day, even if it's 4 hours a day, just that little bit of sacrifice. Yeah, it's going to be sacrifice, but if that meant by the same time next year, you would be totally free. That's what's possible when you make that commitment. So I'm incredibly happy for you to see your growth and to see what you've created. We've kind of gone back and forth on, in the industry. We've known each other for a while, and one takes off here and the other takes off there, but it's been inspiring to us. I mean, you've been big in our journey within the last year. Just seeing what you've been able to create has really helped us, take more action, get our butts into gear, but also just what we can do and what's possible. So I hope you guys take this to heart, because you can create this for yourself if you get to work. Now, there are some important things to know about YouTube and creating, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Now, you actually have some great resources for that, right?
I do. So somewhere around here, maybe a card that'll pop up.
Yeah.
It'll lead you guys to a playlist that I've created on YouTube growth. So it's a YouTube growth series of videos.
Yeah, so that will help you guys. I mean, obviously he knows about YouTube growth. 300,000 subscribers in a year's time. He knows his stuff. So grab access to that up there in the info card floating in the upper right corner, so that you can check out more about what he's teaching, what he did to actually do with his channel, with his videos, to get some more granular details for you guys. Now, if you want to learn more about how to monetize YouTube to really build your online business, make sure that you grab access to the link in the top of the description. Right up on top, guys, grab access to that to get our training to go from 0 to 6 figures online, 6 figures and above. Now, please know that we are rooting for you. We are here to help you create time freedom. That time freedom that Nathan now has, the time freedom that Todd and I have, we want it for you, what you and your family deserve. So if this is your first video you're watching, make sure that you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button so that we can help you do that. Again, this is Leah Ray from ToddandLeahRay.com. Nathan Lucas, you can go check him out at his Freedom Influencer channel as well. Have a blessed day. We'll talk soon.